Hello again, friends. Paula here. Welcome back to my craft desk. It has been a hot minute since I have shared a Saturday morning makes with all of you. Welcome back to my channel, The Flavorful Home. Normally I'm in my kitchen, but I have been creating and chomping at the bit to share what I've been creating with all of you. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, Saturday Morning Makes was the absolutely most amazing invention from the wonderful Jill Norwood over at Greenwood Girl Cards. I will put a link in the description box below. Always check the drop-down menu under the videos. Oftentimes you'll find links to products or other channels, so the description box is usually a font of information. And Jill put this collaboration together, I don't know if it was last year, but it has been going strong and getting bigger and bigger and bigger each week. I can say it is worldwide now. It's not just the US. It's crafters from everywhere who have jumped on. And you don't have to be a paper crafter or a card maker. It could be needlework, whether you knit, crochet, needlepoint, quilling. If you bake, if you do cake decorating, cookie decorating, do you sculpt? Do you do pottery, draw, paint, whatever it is? If you are an artist, if you are a creator, get on in this hashtag SatMornMakes. You will discover some amazing crafters and creators. The inspiration is endless. It is wonderful. The holidays are coming, so if you're looking for ideas for handmade goodies, just jump in. Jill is, I don't have words to describe Jill. She is just one of the most lovely human beings out there. So jump in, follow the hashtag, create something, link back to Jill's YouTube channel. Go, if you don't have a YouTube, you could do it through Instagram if you have Instagram, and just do hashtag SatMornMakes. So mine is a Autumn Palooza, has exploded on my desk. So let me kind of make a little bit of room here. Anyone who knows me knows I love to make bows. I have ribbon up the wazoo from when I belonged to real reasonable ribbon club, and so now I'm like, you know what, Paula, just get busy making bows. So that's what I did. I made some autumn bows, two-tone. I did this one, which is a double two-tone. This one reminds me of candy corn. And then I do love the littles. This is a triple, but I used the little pegs, the closer pegs on my bow at all. This is another double. And then I was making more leaves. I like to make a bunch so that when I sit down to create, I have it. And I did, and I have a video. I'll put a card in the top of my making my leaves, dipping them in the UT, which is, let me show you, because someone had said something once before. This is UT. If the ultra thick embossing powder in the clear. You put it in your melting pot, which, to be honest, I don't think they make it anymore. I think you'd have to look for resell or eBay. And it just makes your stuff look like glass, and that's why I like it. So I made some more leaves and dipped them. Some of them I don't. I don't dip all of them, because some of them I like to put my stickles on the edge. So I cut a bunch out, and then I color them, and I have them in my stash so they're ready to go with decorating. Then I had a blast making a few tags. This is the pennant style tag. As you could see, I cut it with my Silhouette. Most of my cuts are from my Silhouette. And this one is a stitched. The second layer is not stitched. And I popped it up on dimensional tape, which is this. I got tons of this from the Scrapbook Expo, and believe it or not, it's starting to go down, so the next one I will put some on. And I made another teeny bow, and I put, these are the adhesives I used from Studio G adhesives. This is the pearl, flat back pearl, that had adhesive on it, but I also use my hot glue too, because I get scared that it's not going to stick. This is a cut from my Silhouette, a print and cut. I love those. And then this is a ticket cut from my Silhouette, which is what this is and what this is. So as I said, I like to cut several things, and I use my Silhouette pen to write this, and then I kind of scuff it up and ink it up, and it's on Pop Dot, but this kind of Pop Dot to give it some dimension. And this is a cut, it's a pumpkin, and I just layered, I layer. I had this from last autumn. I cut a few, and so I put this on top of one of my, oh boy, floret. Of course I can't remember what they're called. It's not a floret, but that's what I call it. The crepe paper rosette. Oh my gosh, one of these days I'm just gonna be a mush. I put the leaves in the corner, and I did it with the gold stickle. And this is just leftover ribbon that I had from my bow making, and I stuck them together and put it underneath there. And this is from the Ribbon Club, and I just cut a piece out and put it through that. Okay, so that's tag number 1. I like this guy too. He's cute. This was a print and cut, autumn print and cut. Obviously, he's a scarecrow. I also enjoy adding Nouveau crystals to my pieces, and this is this yellow butterscotch color, and I put it in the corner. Same thing, popped up. This was from Silhouette. They have phrases, which, as you could see, it's here, and I put it on here, but I just did a trace so that it cuts around it, and I didn't have to fussy cut. My Silhouette did it for me. Obviously, as you could see, these are a couple of ribbons there. I cut a branch and I put it under here. This is another little triple bow, and I put some stickles there, more leaves, and another ribbon. This was leftover paper from my stash. I believe it's Echo Park, but I'm not sure what the line is. It's an older autumn line. And I'm trying to use up my scraps. There's another, as you can see, another kind of branch under there. I did too. I'm on a buying freeze. I'm not buying anything because our home is up for sale, and I'm trying to scale down instead of buying stuff that I'm gonna just have to pack. It's very hard because I see tons of things I want, and I just have to close my eyes and say, you're not doing it, Paula. So that's a battle of the wills with myself. I did another tag. This one is a regular tag. I kind of manipulate it in my silhouette, and as you can see, it is a little out of whack as far as, because these are close together and those are wide apart, but that's all right. Same thing. It has the stitching on the ends. I pop dotted the bottom piece, and by the way, this and this one is old die cut with a View. This is the paper from Die Cuts with a View, and as you can see, that's what I cut this one out with. I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to use up as much of my scraps as I can. Again, my leaves with the stickles, more ribbon. I made a bow, put it there, put this at the top. These are print and cuts from the autumn section of Silhouette. All you need to do is go in Silhouette, search autumn print and cut, and these puppies come up. And this is a banner cut from Silhouette, and I just did pumpkin spice, everything nice. I'm pretty sure I did it with a pen, but it's possible I just printed it and then cut it after, because you can do that too. You have your settings on your Silhouette where you can print things on your printer and then have it set that it'll cut. And I just kind of, same thing, did a little swirl with my Distress ink and a little bit of black too to give it a little bit antique-y look. And another floret, a crepe paper one. And it depends on my mood. Sometimes I put stickles or that glitterific, and sometimes I leave them plain. More times than not, I do glitter. This Italian girl can't get enough glitter. More is more. I love sparkle, and so most of my stuff you will see some form of glitter or shiny on it. So I made another tag, and like I said, I had printed up these little ticket things, and they come, I did these ones too, and I did traditions, blessings, thankful and grateful, happy fall, and you can antique them up, vintage them up, and put them on cards or tags. And then I did some happy mail. Elise, and I'll link Elise's channel too. She is doing Spread Kindness 51, I think is the hashtag. Don't hold me to it because my brain is just a sponge. And for her birthday, for the year, that's what she's encouraging people to do, is spread kindness. So this is a cut from my Silhouette, this cute little box, and I just can't get enough of these bows. These are just so cute. I made this little guy, and I put some leaves and stickled into the corner. This was a sunflower. I want to say Hobby Lobby, but I finished them with my boxes. A little fishtail ribbon accent. This is acetate, and on the inside my Happy Mail person is going to get a little autumn mix of sequins. Most of them, I believe, are, not most of them, all of them were from Cartwrights. They have lovely sequins Cartwrights. I made a little rosette. These I cut by hand, and then I use my good old-fashioned decorative scissor along the edge to give it a finish, and then I ink it up and I glue it and put it back on it. And you could put, let me see if I could find something with one of those. Oh, here we go. Okay, this I had made, and I think I shared in a previous video. I put one of these here. So these can decorate tags, cards, whatnot. I put in some of my leaves, which are just, I really love the look of these being glass. So there's some leaves in there and some bows. Look how pretty that pattern is. And I did a triple, and then there's a double, and then there's a little sweet orange one and a cute little green, and then I put my most favorite thing. It's an autumn color butterfly that I painted and then dipped, and it's got the yellow and the orange. I just love them. And so this is Happy Mail number 1, and you just close it up. I love 3D projects. And then here is number 2. Same thing, a little bow, my leaves. The paper, both of these are, I know I mentioned it once before, Snap Click has digital Dollar Wednesdays, and it comes in my email. So these are Echo Park and Cartabella, I believe. I just print them up. These are all autumn phrases, and I cut it out. I love this little box. Same thing, a little autumn sequin mix. Another one of, and this also was print and cut. Not print and cut. This was a digital paper that I printed up. A little rosette. This pretty autumn looking butterfly. More bows. Look how pretty that yellow is. And I love the triple bow. The triple bows are so pretty. A brown and yellow. And then a cute little brown triple. And over here is the brown and yellow. And then some leaves. Well, there's Miss Violet being her barky self. Very pretty. Maple, oak, and my friend Jana said she believes this is elm, I think she said. But anyway, these are the glass leaves. So that's my second Happy Mail. And so this is what I was creating these past few weeks. I love autumn. I'm an October baby, so I am a true fall baby. And I love making these kind of things, and these are so cute. Here's some ideas. You could make these and put them, if you're having a small Thanksgiving gathering, you could make these boxes and put them in front of your guests and fill them with some candy or maybe some tea, or Starbucks makes those instant coffees, so that's nice. Or and then they have their place cards, and I just love these tags. And I'm actually considering, instead of cards, I just might do tags for Thanksgiving this year. I just like the way they look. They're so pretty. I love layers. I love layers. I feel like I can't get enough of layers. I mean, I know I shared these once before, but I love layers. And you just pop them up and you have a blast and you just make pretty things. So, I love creating. It's a wonderful outlet. It gets the juices flowing. And I'm going to be packing up my Happy Mail now that I shared it. I hope you enjoyed the share that I did today. I'm going to keep creating. I don't know how much I can jump in on Saturday morning makes, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more diligent. I'll have a little bit more time on my hands. I'm still getting adjusted. My youngest is up away at college, and it's kind of rough when you're used to having someone around you all the time. That's an adjustment. So for all you empty nesters out there, boy, do I understand what you're talking about. The good thing is we're not completely empty nesters. 2 of our kids are still home, but they're grown-ups and they have their own lives. So, you know, it's you need to adjust to the next phase of life. And it's a good thing. It's wonderful. My favorite time of the year is coming. I love the holidays. I love baking. I love cooking. So this is all good stuff. Again, if you've never participated, I sure hope you will. It's just a lovely collaboration of wonderful people, filled with wonderful people. If you're new, I hope you'd consider subscribing. I run the gamut here: gardening, bread baking, cooking, easy meals, crafting. So welcome. Welcome. Thank you for watching, friends. You know what I'm going to say. Until next time, go create something wonderful. Bye-bye now.